Peace, family. Welcome back to my show, Earth Day Venus Catch 22. This is EVC 22 Comical News. So there is disclaimers and trigger warnings in my video. My channel is for entertainment, educational, media observation, tarot reading purposes only. If you do not deal with these issues, I suggest that you cut the video off now. There is fair use. I'm simply doing media observation, comical journalism. Please make sure to hit that like button when you come on in. Ashe, namaste. Oh, I love having teachable moments on my channel. As I said before, my channel is different from others. I go on viewpoints, politics. If you're interested in getting tarot reading, astrology, lining up your planets with your sign, dealing with your masculine and feminine ways, learning how to balance it. By the way, this is Earth Day Venus Catch 22. I'm making this video because of the little quarrel. It's because it's very little. Because the people that is in this quarrel, the opposite, the detractors, they're not intelligent enough to know. I'll put it to you like this. Computer scabby, freelance journalism scabby, to even have their things add up and make sense and make it to be a truth when it always turns out to be a lie. And it's so easy to find you people out. Now, this video you watching, or me, shouts out to Barbie Girl Tina Matrix. Make sure to subscribe to her channel. She has very interesting topics when it comes to what's going on in the world as well. We got Damn D here. Damn D Beef, Damn D POV, Damn D Sneaker Community, and so forth. Damn D Best Editor on YouTube. Yeah. Call him now for a free reading, Damn D. So this is when someone came up, but now it comes, when a person speaks, I'm going to tell you why this is a teachable moment. When people speak real fast and sassy and just, don't want you to get a word in edgewise, they're lying. It's not too much of your discernment that you have to use to figure that out. That's teachable moment number one. That's just teachable moment 101. That's coming from a mother point of view. That's some old school teaching that I learned from my grandmother, rest her soul. Secondly, when a person is talking, has never spoken to you before, and they have such rage and such anger, it's like when a police officer or a detective come in a crime scene and they see how the person was murdered, right? Depending on how that murder looks is how severe, whether it was personal or it was just somebody they didn't know. Overkill is personal. So it's the same as when you approach someone that you've supposedly never known and met, and what are you about to witness is personal, aside from just being a sub to the person we speaking of, because I don't give that person no. They think that I'm trying to do clickbait, and that your name is not even in here, sweetheart, because that's just how important you are to me. So let's continue. Here go the relative of the person's husband, because he's about to admit it right now. So I slowed it down for those to hear, those that have already known and heard this story. Let's go, shall we?
That happened over here. My mother said, "Guilty art thou must flinch."
Flinch.
You don't see me shaking, nervous in my conversation at all.
Flinch, guilty.
Unfortunately, what's all this about? Y'all talking about y'all had somebody in D chat, like anybody could have wrote that in D chat, talking about my uncle Doug doing what he do. I could have wrote.
Whoa! Now see, if I would have put this in the regular speed, you heard him say his Uncle Doug. His Uncle Doug. Keep that in mind. Not my auntie and uncle. Like, my uncle's married. He's been married before I was born. But if I'm speaking on that couple and that person is being attacked, and they already been attacking the auntie, but my blood uncle, she's my auntie through marriage. I'd have been like, why are you coming for my auntie and uncle? Now let's see what speaks volumes. This is the teachable moment to her beta subs. This is why I call y'all betas. Because his blood is out here. Now hear it at the regular speed because he was talking so fast and so angry. Just listen, you know. You got to really listen to people when they speak. This is him on regular speed.
My mother said, guilty heart down the slopes. You don't see me shaking, nervous in my shaking at all.
Unfortunately, what's all this about? And y'all talking about y'all hit somebody in D-chat, like anybody could have wrote that in D-chat, talking about my Uncle Doug doing what he do. I could have wrote that. You could have wrote that. What they got to do anything? Then she talking about you have a record. I say, look at my record. I act like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck? I know how record.
Who is this dude?
You really didn't even hear him say it, did you?
Sister T?
Let's do it again. You really didn't hear him say uncle, did you?
Yeah, sir, you don't need a phone, bro. This is actually weak, bro. This is...
You been talking for
No, I'm not reaching.
Okay, yeah. Okay. Here we go. So, I think this is where I fell asleep. And I don't fell asleep, and I just woke up randomly in the middle of the night.
What's all this about? And y'all talking about y'all hit somebody in D-chat, like anybody could have wrote that in D-chat, talking about my Uncle Doug doing what he do.
See how quick he said it? See, he said it so quick you didn't really hear him. So I'm just giving y'all some insight. I am a very good listener, and I always go back and watch videos, even if I'm on it or not. So yeah, you told on yourself. And then remember, Sister T made the video joking, and that's when she made it private or she took it down. They said it's somebody I know and not related to. No, it isn't nobody you know and you're related to, because nobody cares about you. But it was that man's nephew, because he know, and I'm hopefully, I could have sworn he said, don't nobody give a fuck about Sister T. We already know what she do. So he didn't already admit it to being Doug's nephew. Let me see if I can find that video. If not, I'm going to play my favorite song at the end of this video.
D-chat, like anybody could have wrote that in D-chat, talking about my Uncle Doug doing what he do. I could have wrote that. You could have wrote that. What they got to do anything? Then she talking about you have a record. I say, look at my record. I act like I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, what the fuck? I know how record.
Okay, so let's pause for Mr. I'm so in my feelings, you know, and that's why he said he don't mind me calling him a bitch. He did also say that in here. But honestly, I called him a bitch, not because he said so, because he really was acting like one. That's just my own opinion. And I you know, anybody can be forced, like I said. I know I have masculine and feminine, and I know how to balance it out. But I wasn't dealing with a masculine man that knows how to weigh his masculine and feminine. I was just dealing with a beta man that does not know how to control his feminine, and it's coming out more to where what she say those kind of men act like, that is that example right here. Not him, but him. Not him, but him. Back to what I was saying. He didn't hear me correctly. I knew he had never been to jail. That's why I asked him that, because he wants to tell me those could be court papers, those they could be false, they could be wrong, they could be this, and they could be that, and they could be the other. Okay, it's not that I know none of these women personally, but I also go based on my own discernment and check on people's intelligence. And from what Miss 504 showed me, she is not no dummy. She's not about to place some paperwork up there on the screen where you can look up the case number, which I did. So you're caught in your emotions because you know both of these two individuals' background. And what you should have been honest and said, and I would have given you much respect as a man, especially for looking over your family, whom another ignorant person that your uncle chooses to be with is unfortunately with. So anything she does, he has to suffer for it, which is unfortunate. But at the same time, brother, he allowing it. But I'm going to find that video. I had to say that one more thing. I wasn't putting you as a convict and wanting you to be in jail. I said that because I knew you'd never been. So you was so busy being offended over things that I was saying because you was over talking me. Anger will never lead to peace. This is the teachable moment while I'm making this video. Not coming at you and not coming at your uncle. Because I believe in this video you said, don't nobody give a damn about Sister T. We are
Supporter of mines, or is he just someone that just watching the bushes and he just came out and just started speaking? I'm confused. Can anybody break this down? He's a Sister T fan. He's a Bush boy. He's about to be all over the story.
This is the answer to your question, D. Who is he? Now, as you seen at the beginning of my video, this is who this person is. Now you know why he was going so hard. Not for Wolf Tilda. He don't give a damn about her. He was speaking on his uncle. That's who he was speaking on.
I'm confused.
Super chat of $2. Sister T been talking for a year. No proof.
Exactly, bro. Sister T, you literally have no.
Yeah, but see, I ain't cut like that. I'm gonna give you the proof.
Waste your money with attorneys if you want to, but appreciate that $2 donation. So I'm confused. Is he a supporter of Sister T's, or is he a supporter of mine, or is he just someone that just watching the bushes and he just came out and just started?
So here's to answer your question, D, because you know you break things down so well for us. I don't want a brother like you to be confused. No, he wasn't watching in the bushes. He just was on the leash and was waiting for ever a moment somebody to come for his uncle. And that's who he cared about, which muchly right, duly noted. But at the same time, it's just like having a kid and they grown and the mother is always rescuing them and they keep making the same mistakes. Like she said, her and Doug ain't going nowhere. So I don't know why you was on here going hard with me, because your Uncle Doug ain't going nowhere. Message! This is what I do. I am a freelance journalist. I like a lot of different things. But if it's one thing I'm good at, is listening and taking notes. Self-sub. Just please, baby, be quiet. From here on out, I'm advising you to be quiet. If I see you in any other chat asking for these documents that I know I got, see, the God in me, because you know, you're about to say it. You know she full of shit. Because you said that is your Uncle Douglas. Now, I done cracked another case. Like I said, I can do this in my sleep. Damn D, these are all the answers you need to know. You wanted to know who self-sub is? Now you about to really freaking find out. Now, we're going to hear out of this man's mouth, him say, himself, how he feel about lying-ass Tilda. Shall we begin? Like Hassan Campbell said. Shall we begin? I think I'm going to slow it down. I feel like slow down. Because I want y'all to really hear it. I feel like slow. Shout out to Damn D, fair use. Fair use.
Even taking the chance to do that crazy ass shit. Why would you? Why would, no, that don't even make sense. Like, y'all gotta have more. Come on, women, y'all gotta be better than this.
But
I mean,
this-
Look, well, let me run it for you because he said D. See, this is how you know he been watching you, D. And that's his auntie.
no, that don't make no sense. That don't even make sense. Why would the person even come in there and say that?
well,
Knowing the person on, like knowing the avatar, they know that don't make sense to me. I don't get it.
Anything's possible. You're right. It could be phony baloney. We even said that. We even said that this person might not be.
You know what you're being phony baloney? When D didn't want to do it on his own live, he's not even taking the chance to do that crazy ass shit. Why would you? Why
Right.
would, no, that don't even make sense. Like, y'all gotta have more. Come on, women, y'all gotta be better.
No, D is smart, and D knew that he didn't want to go to court. He didn't seen a lot of other known subs and people go to court. D don't know me totally. Don't know Barbie girl. So yeah, respect D. But no, dummy, that didn't mean we was lying.
And then,
But,
That, well,
but
at least that didn't mean I was lying. Let me speak for myself, because I only speak for me. That didn't mean I was lying. Self-sub, you were really getting a teachable moment. But let's finish here, because we know who nephew you are. Why? Because this is why.
for 15 years, I'm gonna step back in 20 entertainment.
But Self-Sub, you asked why would I listen, Self-Sub, and if you've been watching Sister T very closely, Sister T has been
He's full of
doing,
shit.
she's been doing lives like this about me. So you asked why would I do it?
The person on, like, knowing the avatar and they know, that don't make sense to me. I don't get it.
Sub, anything's possible.
I'm recording right now. That was rude. I am recording.
You're right. If you've been phony baloney, we even said that. We even said that this person might not be.
You know how you know what you're being phony baloney? When D didn't want to do it on his own live. I mean, he's not even taking the chance to do that crazy ass shit. Why
Right.
would you?
Right.
Why would, no, that don't even make sense. Like, y'all gotta have more. Come on, women, y'all gotta be better than this.
But
I mean,
listen,
if this was 15 years, I'm gonna step back in 20 entertainment.
But Self-Sub, you asked why would I do it? Listen, Self-Sub, and if you've been watching Sister T very closely, Sister T has been
He's full of
doing,
shit.
she's been doing lives like this about me. So you asked why would I do it? Ask her first why would she do
Everybody
it?
knows. I mean, D already exposed her. Everybody knows. D already that's nothing. I mean, everybody know how she is. Like he destroyed that woman.
But can you say that to her also? You should say, Sister
Already
T,
do.
why are you saying these things about Barbie? You don't know them to be true. We got to do better as black people. Why can't you say these things to
Because all
her?
you gotta go to do. All you,
Good point, Bart.
Now, I'm going to leave it at this, because we already seen all the rest of it. This is my point I'm making. I'm making a clear point. Because this man came on Barbie Girl Tina panel with all this anger. And the whole situation has started because of one woman. Okay? And because he heard what I mentioned, that he knew not to be a lie, hence to why that same video she made private, and she start confessing herself. MOB, shouts out to MOB. You can go and look at it on his channel. All of this is adding up. And honestly, don't nobody have nothing to get Doug what you call yourself? Self. Like, wow, that's a made up name. Self. You selfish because you talked bad about your mama. So I know you could give a less about me. You don't know me. So it was easy for you to say what you said. I believe everything came out your mouth. I believe you don't give a damn about your mother. I believe you can care two shits and two fucks. Excuse my language to my regular viewers, but I have to speak in their language right now. I'm speaking in his language. Two shits and two fucks about Tilda. So we already know. So please, don't at this point from here on out, because I don't argue with children and ignorant people. I'm making this very clear. If you come in a chat or do anything, I'm going to find out your information, sir. You was already under Tilda Holtz verification when you went on Barbie Girl. Stop doing this, y'all. Y'all are kids at this. Don't act like the police won't be at y'all door for real harassment when nobody